Hello guys, Loader here, and welcome to the second part of my tutorial for Minecraft. In this tutorial we're going to carry on from the first day, and I'm going to introduce you to the second day and what you should be looking out for, and a few more controls which we didn't cover in the last episode. So first thing I'm going to do, which I forgot to mention in the last episode, was the, let me just put that there, down the bottom here you've got the inventory, or the hotkeys. So this is where all your usable items are. And to scroll through them, you can do it one of two ways. You can either do the use the mouse wheel in the bottom, so use your mouse scroller to go through those, or you can press the numbers on your keypad, so you can go skip to them straight away. Okay, so that's that covered. I wanted to also mention as well. You probably are watching this video on Association Gamers channel, and I just want to do a massive shout out for them, and just say that their channel is just awesome. If you haven't already seen it, if you're watching this on my channel, by all means please go and check them out. They are really awesome. And if you go to my main channel, I've got on my favourite channels down the right hand side of my page. They're all down there. So on to day 2. What you're going to be wanting to do is you'll notice that my hunger meter on the right hand side is actually going down as I run around. And if I run around by double tapping forwards, as I said last time, which is W on your keyboard, it actually uses up that food faster. So it makes you more hungry more fast. So then you have to go and get some food. And there's a couple of ways you can get food on Minecraft. The first way, which you'll probably discover, and probably the easiest way, is to actually find. Oh my God, there's a lot of sheep. But no, probably the easiest way to get food first of all is to find pigs. And I'm just going to turn my sound down because I noticed last time it was quite loud. So I'm going to put that on about 15%. That should be good. Okay, so back to game. So as I was saying, you want to find either cows or pigs. Either one of those, or chickens even. Either one of those will drop raw meat, and then you can cook that raw meat in your furnace, which I'll show you in a bit. But the other method of getting food is, you see these tall tufts of grass. If you left click on these to destroy them, eventually, there you go, they will drop seeds. And these seeds can be used to plant, to start a farm, and you can grow your own wheat. And let's just finish off by trying to get a couple more. So yeah, they don't drop them every time. It's quite a few times between. You have to destroy quite a few to get enough seeds, if that makes sense. So we've got 3. Let's aim for about 4. Okay, let's just try and find one more, and you can see there's quite a lot of grass around here. There's actually grassland biomes. By biome I just mean an area that's of different texture. So here this is like a swamp biome, because you notice the ground is dark compared to what it is say over there, and there's also the darker trees. So you'll notice this is the swamp biome. You also have deserts, mountains, forests. The new one, jungles, but we'll go into them in more detail as the game goes on. But what we'll need to do now, we'll actually need to go back to our home, and we need to pick a place that we're going to plant these wheat. So I actually need some more wood, so we're just going to go over here and get some more wood from this tree. Oh, and you might notice as well, I've got a sapling in my inventory, and what we can do with that, we can go to a place that we choose, and right click to place the sapling down, and that will plant you a small tree. What that will do, it will stay there, and then given a certain amount of time, it will actually grow into a full-size tree. So then we can get more wood, and that's really useful for doing if you're not near any big trees. It's useful to have them nearby, so you can plant your own forest. Yeah, so let's just I'm just going to work on getting some of this wood again. You'll notice as well as the game goes on, probably one of the most important resources is actually wood, simply because to make any tool or to create a crafting table, if you need another one, is always going to use wood. So it's really crucial. This here is a mushroom. You can just left click it and it'll drop a mushroom for you. and then you can use this. You can either plant it again, I believe. Let me just check that. Yeah, you can either plant it again and that'll grow up into a full-size mushroom again, or what you can do is save them up and you can actually make mushroom soup. But you need a bowl, make a bowl first, and to make a bowl is as simple as just using 3 blocks of wood. But we'll move on to that, as I say, later on. Okay, so let's just get a few more wooden planks. And you might have noticed that then what I did was I put them in my inventory, and then here we've got two wooden planks in there, so it means we've got 4. And what I can do, instead of just left clicking that and that'll pick up 4, if I hold down shift, if you just hold down shift and then click it, it will take everything it can out of here and put it straight into your inventory. So that's a very useful thing to very useful thing to get to grips with. What were we doing? Oh yes, so we were going to make a hoe. You need a hoe to change the ground so that it's ready to take some wheat, and then you can start growing in it. So just the general shape of a hoe is just 2 planks along the top, 2 sticks down the bottom, and we've got ourselves a wooden hoe. And it says time to farm, and that's exactly what we're going to do. So we need to find an open bit of land, preferably next to some water, because plants grow faster next to water, as they would in real life. And then you just want to right click with the hoe on the ground, and that will change the soil type. And then you select the seeds and you plant the seeds down. And these seeds, given enough time and light, so we'll put some torches around them. That'll give them enough light so they'll actually grow in the night time as well as the daytime. So it doubles the amount we're producing. Yeah, so I'm just going to take this. Take this out with our shovel. Okay. Okay, good. Yeah, so these will grow, and then we can harvest them, and that'll give us wheat, which we can then use to make bread. So that'll be another source of food. Let's just go over here and get this sapling, because as I said before, saplings are very important, especially as I don't have many trees around. So let's just go plant these trees. Remember using the mouse wheel to scroll through your inventory. Alright, there's another sapling up there, and you can either wait for the leaves to disappear themselves, which they will do as soon as you get rid of the actual trunk of the tree, or you can just knock them down by just continually hitting them. So there we go, we've got another, just go down here, got another 2 saplings. Oh, and you might notice when you're underwater, if you look above the hunger meter on the right hand side, that's actually your oxygen, or air. So the longer you stay down, the longer you stay underwater, the more that will go down, and then eventually it'll be the same as if you get hungry. It'll start taking off from your it'll start taking your health down. Okay, so the last thing we're going to do for today, we're actually going to create a sword. So you want 2 oh, actually, you don't have to just use wood all the time to create tools. You can upgrade them. So if we want to make a stone sword, we put cobblestone up there, cobblestone in the middle, and 1 stick at the bottom, and then we've got, and that's just a general shape of the sword, and there we've got a stone sword. And that's slightly upgraded from a wooden sword, so it deals more damage than a wooden sword, and it also will last longer. And that goes the same for any tool. So if you were to create a stone pickaxe, it will last longer, and it will be more effective at mining things like stone and iron and coal. So that's something to keep in mind. Oh, there's quite a few mushrooms here. I'm actually going to take these mushrooms just because then I can, as I said earlier, I can use them for making some soup. And we'll make a bowl as well and show you how that works. Let's just take a few more of these because that'll be really useful. Okay, but let's see what's happening. Okay, it's getting quite late, so I'm not going to go too far away, but I'm actually just going to look to see if I can find any sheep or cows or chickens. Chickens will do. And you see, chickens actually do lay eggs, just as in real life, so you can pick up these eggs. And these eggs will actually allow you to, you can throw them using right click, and you can actually, you throw them, they have a chance of a chicken actually popping out. So I'll show you that in a minute. But let's just left click and kill these chickens. And just kill a couple more. Okay, so we've got some bit of chicken, there we go. Alright, I'll leave that chicken there just because it's getting dark. We need to hurry back because during the night time that's when the mobs come out. Mobs come out to play. So let's just run back to our house, which we've made over here. And while we're running back, it's worth mentioning that it's really important to remember where your house is. It sounds like a really obvious thing to say, but losing your house in Minecraft is just such a nightmare, just because it's so difficult to find it again, because there's no you can make a compass later on, but until you've made a compass, it's not really practical for you to there's no practical way of you getting around. So in here, what you can see, I've put the wooden planks in the bottom. I use that as fuel for the fire, and on the top here we've got the raw chicken, which is cooking and turning into cooked chicken. So what you want to do is you want to put that in your inventory, equip it, and then you just right click and your character will eat the chicken and it will refill your health, refill your hunger bar. So that's really useful to know, and you're going to need to make sure you've got a decent supply of food as you go on with the game. Okay, so now it's night time, as you can see. I'm just going to wait a minute just to show you what the mobs look like, if I can find one. Let's just check. Here we go. We've got a skeleton just in front of us here, and I'll quickly get my sword ready. And the skeletons have bow and arrows, and you can see it's firing at me now. Yep, there we go, it hit me. So we want to go over and try and kill him quickly before he kills us. So yeah, to kill them, equip your sword is going to be the most effective way, and then you just want to get close enough, but not too close. So close enough so you can hit them and they can't hit you. You might notice in the distance over there, there's two green mobs. And these are actually called creepers. They're probably the most famous creature in Minecraft, just because everyone hates them so much. And I shall show you exactly why in a few seconds. Here, I can see he's coming at me. Okay, let's just I'm just going to do this quickly. What I'm going to do is take the wooden planks. I'm going to use the wooden planks, and if you put them all the way around the outside of the crafting table, you actually get a chest. So if we put the chest to one side, and we can put it there. So we've got the chest there, right click it to open, and what we can do is, holding down shift, left click on each of the items, and that will put them away for you. Okay, and now what we're going to do, I don't recommend doing this straight away on the game, but what we're going to do is we're going to open the door and just sprint out and watch the creeper follow us. Ready? And the reason I put that in there is because you'll see. So we're going to sprint out, and you can see what just happened is the creeper just exploded. I'll show you with the other creepers over here actually, as a good example. So I don't recommend you try this because it's there we go, that's a zombie. So zombies are probably the most common type of mob that you'll see in the game, and the same again to kill them. If you've got a sword, absolutely use that. It'll kill them a lot faster than just punching them with a block of dirt. So yeah, I'm not going to bother killing him because it's going to take too long. So as you can see down here, let's quickly jump down here, and you'll notice that falling actually does damage as well, which is annoying, but it's part of life. Just try and kill him quickly. Okay, nearly done. There we go. It takes a lot of killing, but if you've got a sword, it's not that bad. Alright, let's just go over here. And here we go, we've got a creeper. If you watch, he'll glow white and then he'll explode. So then we've got spiders as well. I've kind of got myself into a bit of a pickle here because there's quite a lot of mobs I wasn't expecting. Okay, and they should probably kill me in a second, especially as a creeper's just come around the corner. Okay, I'll see if I can fight them off. I don't think I'll be able to. No, I didn't. Okay, so when you die, it comes up with your score. The score is an account of how much experience you've got, how long you lived, various things like that. So what we want to do, if we want to exit the game, we click on title screen, which will take us all the way back to the home screen, and we can either create a new map or we can reload the map that we've just played. But if you want to go straight back in again, just click respawn, and that will bring you back to your spawn point. So this is where we originally spawned when we first loaded the world. And as you see in the corner, it actually says your home bed was missing or obstructed. And what that means is that, as you can see, the bed's over there. So if you have a bed and your bed is still in one piece, then whenever you die, you'll automatically go back to wherever your bed is, which is really useful. So it means you don't have to remember too much where your original spawn point was, because your spawn point will change whenever you place a bed and you first sleep in it. So let's try and clean this mess up. I'll quickly jump around in here. Okay, I want to pick up the bed again because we want to use that. Go away. Yeah, you'll notice that mobs get a bit annoying in the night. What you can do to lower the amount of mobs around, or get rid of them completely, which I can understand you might want to do if you're new to the game and you want to set up a house without the hassle of mobs attacking you all the time. What you can do is press escape. That'll bring up the main menu, the game menu. And then you click in options, and you've got here the difficulty. At the moment it's set on normal, which means there's the regular amount of mobs spawn. And then we've got hard, that just means there's going to be more mobs, and they're going to be more difficult to defeat, and they will deal more damage to you. So just like any other game. Peaceful is the one we're after now. What that will do is get rid of every mob, and they won't spawn. Even if you come across a mob spawner, which is like a block which creates mobs, they won't actually spawn out of it. So we've set that to peaceful, and this zombie in front of us should disappear. And there we go, he's gone. That's because we've set it back to peaceful. Which means we will no longer be faced with any mobs to destroy, or that will destroy us, which is very good. Okay, then let's just. Okay, I'm going to need a few more dirt blocks to finish that off. So we'll go back to our chest where our spade is. Get the spade, and there we go. Okay, just while we're on the subject of shovels, sorry. You'll see this bar that I've got at the bottom here. This is down to red now. What that bar means is it's the total amount of life left in the tool. So if you watch, every time I go to destroy a block, that bar goes down. And one more time, and try again. There we go, and it's disappeared. They do break if you use them too many times, but that gauge at the bottom of the gauge at the bottom of the item's picture will show you how long it's got left. So let's craft another one. So to make a shovel, we just need 1 stone and 2 sticks. So we'll go over to our crafting table, put 1 stick, and then a cobblestone on the top. That'll give us a stone shovel, which, as I said before, stone tools are more durable and they last longer and deal more, and they're more effective at destroying dirt. So if we go through here, the reason you'd use a shovel is either on dirt or on sand. So anything that you'd use a shovel for in real life, you can use it for in Minecraft. So let's just go finish off reconstructing our house. Well, I say house, it's more of a little shelter. But we'll progress on, and I'll show you how you can be a bit more creative with the buildings that you build. But for the purposes of this demonstration and the tutorial, I'm just going to build this little rebuild this little dirt house, just so we've got something to stay in. And you can make it whatever shape you want. It doesn't have to be anything special. Okay, let's just get rid of this. Okay, so just expanding the house out a little bit. Just gives us a bit more room to run around in, which is always nice. Okay, let's just put that up there and there. So you can see if you don't go to bed, the night is a lot longer than the day. The day is a lot longer than the night. So the sun will come up, and give it a few seconds, and you'll see the sun come up. Come on, sun. Okay, I'll finish off this, and you'll just have to trust me that it does actually. Ooh, the sun does come up. Let's just have a look now. Yeah, you can see it coming up. I'm sure you can. So there you go. It's just coming over the horizon now. And then when the sun comes up, if you're near any mobs, the zombies will catch fire, and then they will disappear. The creepers will not catch fire. They will still be around. And what other ones are there? You've got the skeletons will set fire, so we can sleep for a little bit if we want to, but it wasn't really much point as the sun's up. And there we go. So yeah, that covers pretty much day 2 into day 2's night. So it's the full day. So in the third episode, what I'm going to do is I'm going to touch on mining. Now we've covered the basics of food. I'll quickly show you what I was going to show you actually now. When I mentioned the mushroom thing earlier, have I still got my mushrooms? There we go. Okay, so we've got mushrooms. So we want place the wooden planks into like a V formation or a bowl shape. Best, and then you can take the bowl, and what you can do is put a bowl in there, and oh, wrong one. I believe what you have to do is not that. Okay, so you have to bear with me, and I shall. Oh. Yeah, so the final thing I'm going to leave you with is the F keys along the top of the keyboard. Probably the one I use the most often, and you'll probably find yourself using most often, is the F5 key. The F5 key changes it from first person, which we're in now, to third person, which we are now. So then you can run around, and like if you see, you can run around in third person view. The only other option, if you press F5 again, is you've got third person but looking directly at your face, which is quite useful. Actually, no, it's not. It's not useful in any way. But yeah, the only other one maybe is F1, which gets rid of everything on the screen to do with your interface. So it gets rid of your health bar, your hunger bar, your experience bar, all of your inventory, and your arm. Oh, let you see that tree's just grown. That was one of the things we planted. So if you press F1, that gets rid of everything, so you can just run around and do whatever you like. Okay, so press F1 again, get back, and so that's the end of day 1 and into the beginning of day 3. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I hope you've learnt a bit more about Minecraft, and I hope you enjoy the game. So I'll see you in tutorial 3, when we'll go over a bit more of the complex things, like we'll go down into this cave system and start mining for some minerals. But what we're going to do, we're going to change the game back to normal, because that's the one that we'll go with. So thanks for watching, and see you in tutorial 3.